Hi everyone, welcome to Eckhart Yoga. My name is Esther, and today I'd like to show you a yoga stretch that is great to improve your hip flexibility. The pose is called double pigeon pose, Agnisthambasana, something like that. Double pigeon pose. So the first variation, the easier variation, if you're really tight, or don't even have to be so tight, but tight enough, is to have your left lower leg parallel to the front of the mat. Flex your left foot, right leg in front of it, crossing at the shin bones, knees on top of ankles, ankles underneath the knees. Triangle between the legs, okay? Sit straight up here. If needed, sit up on a pillow or something like that to have a straight back. And then if you can, you bend forward from the hips, not from the spine. So inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. And the idea of increasing flexibility is that we're going to hold this pose for 3 to 5 minutes. So you can start with 3 minutes and build up to 5 minutes, depending on what works for you. So if you can do 5 minutes straight away, fine. More difficult version, the full version, same lower leg, flexing your right foot, right ankle on top of the left knee and the right knee on top of the left ankle. So both of my feet are flexed. There's an easier version, and that is when you let your right foot collapse and down a little, and that's cheating. Yeah, not getting into the hips so much, and also you're compensating in your knee joint, which is not so great. So keep that right foot flexed. If the knee and the ankle are like that, block, pillow, anything to place a little bit support between the two different levels. And then here as well, sitting straight up, bending from the hips, if it's possible, forward, and taking the pose wherever you end up. Maybe sitting straight up is all you can do in this pose, and that's okay too. Remember, it's about the hips. The key to increasing your flexibility is time. So you have to give yourself 3 to 5 minutes in this pose. So what are you doing for 3 to 5 minutes in the pose? You meditate. So you can close your eyes and bring the direction of the breath to the hips and soften the hips. On the out breath, you soften. On the in breath, you breathe towards the hips. And on the out breath, you soften the hips. And you keep doing that for 3 to 5 minutes. So you're really opening your hips is about softening, it's about surrendering, it's about letting go. So it's not like, I'm in the pose and now I'm really going to work really, really hard to open those hips. No, it's about going into the pose, the variation that you can handle for 3 to 5 minutes, closing your eyes, breathing towards that area, and soften. So go for it. Remember to also do the other side, of course, and take the time for it. 3 times a week, maybe 5 times a week, for a couple of weeks, and you will notice a difference in the flexibility in your hip area. Thank you for listening. Namaste.